Howdy folks, this is the Command Line Vulpine here, and welcome to Let's Play PC Building Simulator 2. We played a little bit of the first game for some streams and stuff just to fill in time, but the second one's out now, and I thought we'd take a look at it. It was surprisingly a lot more cheap than I thought it was going to be, so I was like, I might as well get it. And I did enjoy the first one. So I guess you've seen the old shop, or what's left of it. Sorry I wasn't there to take the edge off the shock, but I've got a meeting with the insurance company to discuss the fire. Apparently they think it might have been deliberate. What a crazy idea. Anyway, it's lucky that I had the old place as a standby, or this old place as a standby. Managed to rescue the PCs I was working on before the fire. That's a little sus. And I've moved them all here. You'll still need to fix them and collect the money for the jobs. If the customers question the smoky aroma, just tell them you had to solder something. I also knew you need a shop computer, so I've sent mine over. Should have arrived by now. Check the delivery area at the back of the shop. Fair warning, it doesn't work, but it might need just a new GPU. So I've sent one of those over too, the best money can buy. Anyway, get it fixed up, plug it in, and check your emails. You're welcome. Oh, I should also mention that I had to borrow $15 this morning for breakfast. If I've learned one thing in life, it's never meet with an insurance agent on an empty stomach. Uncle Tim. Now it's funny that this is the backup shot because it's like 1,000 times bigger than the shop in the last game. All right. Immensely bigger. Like the shop in the last game was like this big, like just this room. Anyway, let's grab this. An RTX 3080. Just got one of those myself. It's funny that it's the best money can buy according to Uncle Tim though, because the 3090 came out before the 3080, so it should have been fine. Fixing a PC. Probably not going to read like too many of the instructions out loud here. I might have to turn off NVIDIA DLSS. Things look just like a little bit blurry. Well, I can't press escape now. Fortunate. Maybe I can do it in a bit. I turned on NVIDIA DLSS because the game was hitching sometimes. It's kind of surprising considering I just got a new 3080, but we'll just turn the graphics settings down, I suppose. It's nice that there's a new category for PC components for the specific parts that are missing. I forgot what the category said it was specifically. Here's removes components. That's what I meant. It's nice that there's one of those now because it used to be all just in one category called PC parts. And you just have to try to remember which pieces went to which computer. There we go. Now I hit escape. Let's try. It's funny. You'd think in a video game about PC building, you'd have like more customization in your visual settings. I might have to restart to fix the DLSS. See if we can boot up the BIOS. Unable. Said unable to enter the BIOS. Or why? I don't know. This is where all your jobs messages arrive. Inbox. Select the email from Cassante. My name is Cassante, and I'm an urban aesthetic innovator, an artist. I'm currently working on an ambitious project about perceptions of danger. I need my PC to be painted completely red to match the color of the rest of my room. Is this something you can do? 120 bucks. Accept. Customers' PCs take a day to arrive, so it won't show up until the end of the day. You can view accepted jobs by clicking on this folder. Left click to have a look at this job. You can begin the job. Click that. I'll get my PC fixed at your shop, but I only found an empty space. I'm going to get my PC. Oh, let's talk about the old shop. I only found an empty space and a pleasantly smoky aroma. Gathered that you're no longer in business at that address. A passing firefighter did tell me that you're opening up a new workshop nearby, so I thought I'd drop you an email to see if you're still taking on repair jobs. My computer has been very slow lately. I fear it might have a virus of some sort. Please take a look at it. Okay. Go to PC. Teleported me to the front door. see how to do a job and make some money. Customer's PC needs a virus scan, so take it to the workbench for diagnostics. Actually, the game already looks a lot better. Sometimes, like, the high graphic settings can actually make things look worse. Yeah, this is my only detail. This workbench? Okay. Maybe those are for later. Customer wants any viruses removed from their PC. You'll need to use a USB stick. Hopefully you have one in your inventory. Tools. Oh, you can put them in multiple places now. It used to just like let you put it in one. Oh yeah, I forgot I have to put in these cables by hand. In my old game, PC Building Simulator 1, I had like all of the stuff unlocked or all that stuff to happen automatically. Was this my normal desktop cursor, by the way? Because I have a modded cursor for my actual computer. I think it is. Yeah, it's the same in-game as it is in-game. That's funny. Open app, virus scanner, left-click to install the virus. Oop, I double-clicked. Yo, they installed instantly. You don't have to restart the computer anymore. In the first game, you have to restart the PC every time you install something. It was like, it's kind of like playing a video game in the 90s. But it didn't take place in the 90s. It was like 2016 or something for that game. Place it in the delivery area. I wonder if I automatically get my USB stick back still, or if I have to take it off. Guess we'll find out. Go to my PC and click collect. Seems good. See, it's back on its way to the customer and been paid. On to the next job. The other PCs and the workbenches are now available, so check out your other emails, see what customers want, and complete their jobs for extra cash. Okay. That one's coming in tomorrow. Here's a new one. Put orange LEDs in my computer to match my goldfish, but I recently expanded my aquarium to include a variety of other fish. Now my PC no longer matches. Can you do rainbow lights? I'd like one of those nice walking effects, please. Set all the RGB lighting to rainbow effect walk mode. And this one's already turned on. To create great effects. Yo, this is a lot better. In the last game, you'd have to set them by like actual like RGB color codes, and you didn't like look at the case while you're doing it. It just you just had to plug in the numbers. Luckily, all the quests were just like they'd all want them in just the same way. Left click to enter the effects drop down. You wanted walking. Yes, you want rainbow. Customer requested the walk effect. Let's left click this. Oh, so that's what I was wondering what walking was. It's just like it lights up one part at a time. Interesting. Wish it was that easy in real life to do lighting. It's not that simple. Unless you get all of your RGB from one manufacturer. All right. This is onion rings. Delivery area. There we go. All right. Whipping the CPU into shape. Dear sir and madam, here at the South World Country Club, we host a very popular cheese and land soiree every year, which sees our members face off against one another in classic titles such as Ultimate Strike Siblings. That's supposed to be like Super Smash Brothers. Not inclined to brag, but I should mention that last year I entirely owned the notoriously proficient Duke of Norfolk in a final match. I'm sure you can therefore understand why my personal computer needs to be in tip-top shape. The GPU is fine. It should be. I paid upwards of $5,000 for it. What the heck? How did you do that on a single GPU? I mean, maybe last year in buying a 3090 Ti, maybe, at best, when they were getting scalped. Could use a little more oomph. If you could entice it to run faster, I'd be eternally grateful. You just want me to overclock your CPU. It's already got water cooling and everything. Overclock. One more PC. I'm just wondering what these stickers on the background here say. Yeah, I go to the BIOS. Like 5 steps ahead of the game. That's why I'm not really reading these pop-ups. You can see the heading. Let's go to the RAM. I would like to just turn on XMP just to be sure. Stabilize the PC, but you need to be careful not to cost too much. You can damage the CPU. Usually you just... CPU shows how fast the CPU runs and it's a function of the base clock and times the ratio. So here it is. 100 megahertz times 40 at 4000. Tweak either value to change the overall frequency, but normally use the ratio for the big changes and smaller clock for the small ones. Increase the CPU core ratio to 44. Let's increase the CPU speed to 3400. Increase the CPU's voltage to 1.35 volts. CPU runs faster, it needs more voltage. Don't go too high or it may damage. It's almost holding my hand too much. Open the OCCT app. This is where we test the stability of the overclocks we do. Takes 30 seconds. I can't walk away and do something else though. Unfortunate. Not yet. Just because we're in... just because we're in the tutorial, I can't back away from it and work on the other computers, which is what I normally do in the old game. There you go. CPU remained within its operating parameters in this test. That means it is a stable overclock to make it returned to the customer. At least in the delivery area. We'll say like the texturing on the computers was a lot better. Granted, I have been playing the old game on a laptop that didn't have much horsepower, but I think even on my desktop they didn't quite look that good. Like you can see like the flecks and like the paint job of the matte paint. Okay, still on the way. Water cooling the GPU. Now this is one that I have not done in the first game. Like it actually took a long time to get to just like CPU water cooling in the first game. To this, I need to remove the GPU and add a GPU block. So this might be one where I actually will need to read the instructions a little bit more. I know what's involved in real life, but I don't know what's involved in game. Oh wow, you need a free table to do it. Makes sense. Now the GPU on the water cooling bench, we need to add... Oh, this is the water cooling bench. First of all, we need to remove the screws in the heatsink. Ordinarily, you'd want a GN mat to be able to place your screws on to see where they go. Let's click and remove the heatsink. That's definitely not as easy as it normally is. Now I need to replace the thermal pads. Left click to zoom in on the GPU. Left click on the old thermal pads to remove them. Feel like I'm playing like Discover My Body or something. All right. Now I need to apply some new thermal pads. Left click to select Thermal Grizzly. Left click on the slots to apply the new thermal pads. I really don't like that they're like not centered or anything. That makes me not feel good. Do I need to click more on the center? No, our character just kind of sucks at placing them. That bothers me that they're like not centered. Next, we need to remove and replace the thermal paste. Thermal paste is an important part of PC building as it increases the efficiency of heat transfer between the CPU and the heatsink. Blah, blah, blah. We all know this. Going to use buds and isopropyl panel to remove the old thermal paste. Left click to remove the old thermal paste. I feel like a Q-tip would kind of get worn out too much. Hold and left click to apply the thermal paste. If you're new to the thermal paste, try pasting a pea-sized dot in the center. It does say sufficient, but I don't see much verticality on that dot. So it's like it's the right width of a dot, but it needs more verticality if it's actually going to smoosh out to be enough. Last thing to add is the GPU block. Then it's ready for reassembly. Left click on the GPU to see the available blocks. What we got is this EK1. See, we didn't have to take off this back plate before, but probably would ordinarily need to. Maybe it was just for the tutorial that it skipped that step. Select GPU to store in inventory. Eat. GPU has been successfully water cooled, so take it back to the PC workbench. Ready to become part of the loop. Oh, this is a 3090. 3090s that now feel like a very bad buy if anyone bought one now that the RTX 4090's out, because yeah, the 4090 is like twice the performance, or like 50% more performance for and it's doing it at less power even, which is insanity. We need to create a single loop to allow the water to flow around and cool all the water cooled components. So let's start here. Left click to select this water pipe and connector. It's a big open loop setup here. Click on the install button to access your inventory. Now that the loop is complete, you need to decide which coolant to fill it with. Well, I didn't see what color. It's kind of just like white anyway, so we're just going to put the clear in. PC can boot to OS, I think. Oh. I wonder if we need to wait for the loop to fill. You do in real life. Ah, you did. GPU has been installed and now part of the water cooling loop. Okay. Normally this is when we would install OS on water cooling. Do you need like this? Yes, you do. Glad I realized it. I don't know if it needs the bay cover or anything. Also gonna need the USB drive. Probably has Windows installed, but I gotta have to do the cables manually. Like I said in the first game, I had it unlocked so that these get reconnected automatically. Sometimes it could actually be annoying when they reconnect automatically, but once you're used to it, it's a bit of a pain. We're good? All right. Yeet into the delivery area. Good to go. One last thing to do. Let's give your business a new name. Go to the hallway and left click the business name pan. That was the other thing that was weird about the old game, is that it took a really long time to get to where you could actually rename your company. Like a real long time. We'll make this like Fire Computing. Nice. Looks like you're now the proud manager of Lightfire Computing. Don't worry if you change your mind. You can rename your business at any time. That's everything for today, so let's go to the door in the hallway to continue. You can end your day in advance to tomorrow. You don't need to buy any new parts yet, but in the future you may need to check that you have everything ordered before going home. Look at this calendar at any time to keep track of all your jobs, deliveries, deadlines, and bills. Day to go to the next day. Just kind of want to get us through the tutorial here. Good morning. I hope you slept well. We have a busy day ahead. Accepted a job yesterday, and the customer's PC has arrived. It needs to be painted red, so let's take it to your workbench bit. It's spraying. For this job, you'll need to change and refit the workbench. For case customization, highlight the workbench and press B to change its type. B. Case modding. Okay. Paint the case red. The customer's requested that the entire case be painted red. Select the spray can and start painting. This isn't how I'd recommend doing this. I'd recommend taking all the parts out and taking the pieces outside and painting it outside. So nozzle slider to increase the nozzle size to make it easier to spray the whole machine. Customer wants the glass sprayed too, so turn on the switch. Okay. I also wouldn't recommend that. Hold left click to spray the paint. Cover both sides, front and the top. Yeah, I recommend taking all the parts out and like, oh geez, I don't want to do that. That's the vent, man. That would destroy. Oh, no. Like, you'd want to take the motherboard out because you don't want to. Okay, good. We're not spraying the back at least. No, but the front. I guess this is a closed off front case, so. All the sides are red and this job is complete. Now take the PC back to the delivery area. Go to the customer's email. Yikes. Really, it's just the top that concerns me. Also, that doesn't look even. It's like there's a... Yeah, I don't think it was even. Now it's even. Yeah, I would not paint the window and not paint the dust cover. That's not good. Sante, bootstrapping. Left click on the big boxes on the hallway to unpack your delivery. The content will be added to your inventory. Where did these come from? Tablet, the Tembo 2000. The tablet will assist you in managing your business. You can read emails, shop, run apps, etc. while on the move. Tim has sent you a brand new tablet to help run the business. Let's take a look to see what it does. Open your new tablet. T on your keyboard to launch the tablet. Tablet is now ready to use. It's packed with apps. Has a snazzy camera and can be used to move and manage your time more effectively. If you're not sure where to start, check out the pre-installed decorator. Big Bob has agreed to decorate your workshop for free. You can change the floor, ceilings, wall, posters, desk, and many more features. Let's see what's available. Floor detecting. Rustic carpet, vintage wood. How weird that. Pressing that syncs with the music looping. Futuristic clean. This is the wood from the last game. Do this. Looks nice. The walls. Oh, I forgot that I could walk around too. It's a little bit too... That's a little much. I honestly might like the original game look. Maybe just the contemporary. Between these two. So I should look around and see some of the other stuff first. Nah, that looks better, I think. About the benches. Future workbench. Walnut looks pretty good, to be honest with you. Maybe they shouldn't all look the same, but I don't think I'm going to change like every single poster and everything. That seems like it would be overkill. Can change the front, though. Can only use the decorator app while walking around the workshop. No, so I can't change this part yet. Are we off the tutorial now? I think we might be done with the tutorial now. It seems like we can do whatever we want. So, I'll end this episode here. I hope you've all enjoyed. If you did, remember hit the like button. Keep the conversation going in the comments and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Until next time, hope you have a good day.